Yeah, I guess that's what we got today. It's always different. Every day is different.
Yep, every day is a different day. Every day is a different day. Never know what you're gonna get. No. Always wanting to find out what you want. It goes to HD when we want them to watch it. Sweet.
It does?
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm typing on the wrong thing.
Oh.
Alright. Welcome now to A Drink and a Joint. A drink and a joint, it's time and it's here.
Please excuse our tardiness.
Please do excuse our tardiness. Our tardiness.
Oh.
That's-
Sounds inappropriate.
I'm gonna name my son that.
Okay. Al tardiness?
Our tardiness.
I like it.
I mean,
You call him Aldi. Or Altoid.
Altoid. My boy Altoid.
Toity.
Naming my son.
Call him Hoity Toity.
Mr. Toity. Hoity Toity.
Sweet.
Hoity Toity.
Well, as you can see, we went all out on the St.Paddy set. And it's just for you. You know, this is a special St. Paddy's episode.
Yeah, the only thing that's different about it is that Toby's wearing a green hat.
All out. No expense.
No. Toby can't spare an expense.
Yeah, that's...
He refuses.
But as always on this show, we got plenty of green.
That's
There
indubitably
you go.
indubitably correct, Toby. Here we are.
So, fuck yeah. St. Paddy's is, I say like my third favorite holiday.
Do you actually celebrate it?
I mean, in what way? Like, I don't go to the church, the Catholic church or anything.
You don't attend church on St. Patrick's Day?
What?
Well, you must attend church on St. Patrick's
But
Day.
I drink on that day.
Mm.
So I do celebrate. I celebrate in the American way.
Oh, okay, which is just getting just obliterated. Yeah. So this should be a very very meaningful episode of A Drink and a Joint.
So yeah, it goes like Christmas, Halloween, St. Paddy's,
Okay.
probably. Well, no, New Year's is great though.
But isn't that
Christmas-
lumped in with Christmas?
Yeah, it kind.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I'm not into all the patriotic holiday. I mean, 4th of July, you set off fireworks, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's always a
It's
good
bomb
time.
day, mini bomb day,
Mini bomb
Right,
day,
yeah.
tiny bomb day.
and grill. You get to
Bum
grill
bum
shit.
bum bum,
You
tiny
know,
bomb day.
Put something outside. You do a little barbecue with the fam. Set off little bombs. Get drunk.
Yeah, set up
Another-
little bombs, have a good time
Yeah.
with your family.
We have a lot of days of the year that are set aside for getting drunk.
Yeah, man. These days of our lives are meant for the drink.
What was there was I saw a list a minute ago. I
Of what?
Uh,
Oh yeah, welcome to A Drink and a Joint. If you've never seen it before, Toby and I, we have a little smoke and a little drink, and we talk about some stuff. And today is St. Patrick's Day, and
got a little Pinot
Little
in the
Pinot.
glasses.
Pinot Gris, a $12 bottle of Pinot Gris.
You ain't got to. Well, they know.
And it's on there. All sweet in these tiny little jars.
I got a big one.
Tiny little jar for Davey, because Davey's a little bit of a lightweight. It's really fruity.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Too to fruity.
It's a very
for
recent wine.
my taste, but it's all right. But yeah, we get together, we get a little, we have a drinky, and we have a smoke, and we talk. And today's special because, again, like we said, it's St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day, the day of St. Patrick, who touched all the little boys and girls in Ireland and then drove the snakes away.
Yeah. So the snakes, it was a metaphor, right? That's all it was.
For him touching kids.
pedophilia?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
diddling kids.
There's yeah, I have a bunch of for our news today. I thought we'd do St. Patrick's related
Okay.
things. I got a couple fun ones and then some weird ones. Like for once in 2011, 13 million pints of Guinness were downed, in 24 hours.
13 million?
13 million pints.
That's fucking
of just
insane.
Guinness too. That's not even all the other alcohols
Oh, boy.
people were drinking, but that's one. I didn't think about getting any day specific drink, but about half of America drinks beer and especially Guinness on this day. And another fucked up thing, right? It's like, so there's, I think it's my favorite order that I just named. That's the order of like the most drinking and most drunk driving accidents and stuff like that. It goes like Christmas, New Year's, Halloween, or no, I think St. Paddy's in the Halloween. But so between 2011 and 2015, 252 people died in the U.S.
Oh God!
On St. Paddy's Day in drunk driving car crashes.
Crazy.
So the entire nation's fucking alcohol content goes up tomorrow, and it's one of the most unsafe days to drive as well. Just keep that in mind. Fucking, if you're gonna drink, just stay where you're drinking.
Just stay where you are.
Yeah. If you're drunk, sit still.
Just stay. Just stay there. We were getting a lot of white noise from my new charger. It seems my new MacBook charger has a grounding issue in it. Yeah, those $20 MacBook chargers, bro. That's what you get.
They're worth it.
So sorry about that, guys. So what else you got about St. Patrick's Day?
I got 10 facts here.
Okay.
About the real Patrick, which was not named Patrick, but
what was his name?
Around 450 A.D. Just when the Roman troops withdrew from Britain, his father was a gentleman and a Christian deacon who owned a small estate in a place called Beneven Tabunen. I'm just laying on the accent because I don't know what the fuck.
You're like, I don't know these words.
Yeah, scholars aren't sure where this place was. It was probably on the west coast around Bristol.
Bristol. Know it
border
well.
of modern Wales.
The Welsh.
Number 2, Patrick was a slave. Irish slave traders sailed the waters off the same coast, and one day they came ashore.
Motherfucker was a slave?
Capture the teenage Patrick and his neighbors
to
sail back in Ireland. So he spent 6 years trading sheep in the west of Ireland after that.
Trading sheep, motherfucker?
So yeah, and he brought Christianity over, right? And he said he heard voices. That's number 3. So while he would chase the sheep on the hills, he prayed 100 times a day. And all kinds of weather. And it paid off because one night a mysterious voice called to him saying, "Look, your ship is ready." Patrick knew he wasn't hearing sheep. That was right for his escape.
Your sheep is ready.
Your sheep are I know it said shit.
Yeah.
I must sail. Number 4, Patrick
Onward!
Onward, upward. No, so he prayed 100 fucking times a day, half drunk, fucking already a little sexually repressed.
Okay.
And possibly, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there, may have had problems with his parents. Seems like they may have fucked him, sent him off to slavery.
Just his parents fucking him. Parents fucking him, fucked him up, then he starts diddling kids, and then he drives the snakes away.
Yeah, and then brought Christianity. He's like, by the way, while I'm here,
BT Dubs.
You gotta listen to
Jesus is
my book's the best.
Yeah.
My book's better.
I mean, I didn't write it, but I claim it's mine. It's yours too if you want it, but
that is not good.
It's not very good. It's not very good cheap wine, but it'll get the job done.
Number 4, Patrick refused to suck a man's breast. Starting off.
Hey, yo, St. Patrick.
You gonna suck some titties today?
Hey, come here and suck my breasts.
Okay, so this is a real thing. He made his way to Ireland's east coast and sought passage on a ship bound for Britain. The captain, a pagan.
Bound for what? For Britain.
So yeah, pagan captain didn't like the look of him and demanded that Patrick suck his breast. It was a ritual gesture symbolizing acceptance of the captain's authority. And Patrick refused and said he tried to convert the crew. So he fucked him. And I think that was part of the thing. It's like I was like part of his cell. He's like, but you'll have me to love. Maybe it was kind of a swoon kind of guy. Like, I have this new religion. I have this God. I have a dick. What are you doing?
I was just checking our levels, man.
All right.
Because we get
Not too much.
and I don't want to do that. So no, I took our level down, so I'm trying to just gauge that real quick.
I might be coming in hot. Might be coming in hot. Okay.
Maybe I just take that down.
Yeah, so that's good. So yeah, he would not suck on men's tits.
He's not gonna do
What's
it.
up with that?
Not gonna suck that titty.
I mean, that it's a ritual gesture. I'm the captain.
But who
suck
really?
my breast?
Yeah, who really gets into rituals though? Who's like into
Fucking these
ritual
weird
shit?
these weird pagan captains.
Man.
Suck my nipples. You a bitch.
You will feast
Suck my
on
tits.
my tits like that of a cat.
Yes, I am your mother cat. Come lick my tits.
You will lap at my nipple.
Yeah, nipple. Just a little. Give it a little lap.
Little nipple lap.
It's like you drinking milk at night.
Mm.
So number 5, Patrick had visions. One night, Patrick dreamed that Satan tested his faith by dropping an enormous rock on him. He lay
What?
crushed by its weight until dawn broke, and then he called out, Helios, Helios, the name of a Greek sun god. The rock disappeared. Patrick
Oh.
took it as kind of an epiphany. Yeah, no shit.
An epiphany?
I believe that I was helped by the Christ Lord.
Oh, I was helped by the Christ Lord.
Patrick had other peculiar visions too. Back home at BT, he was visited by an angel with a message from the Irish. We beg you, holy boy, to come and walk again amongst us. He trained as a bishop, went back to Ireland.
Ah.
So okay, so this one's the one I tried to look a little deeper into.
Yeah.
Where's this a bowl? Big old bowl here. So I tried to look deeper into this because I wanted to know what really happened. There's not much documented that I could find as far as proof of what St. Patrick did.
Right.
But there was a few accounts of other priests writing down and claiming that he had confessions often about unspeakable things, weird sexual acts and stuff like that, and not specifically. It never said what it was, but so this is a little piece of that. Like years into his mission,
Give me a taste.
the bishops would tell secrets about Patrick, and then I think this is from his words.
You telling
That they
secrets?
brought up against me after 30 years something I'd already confessed, some things I had done one day rather in 1 hour when I was young. So that's one that they hung on to. So, and again that he said like it was a day, not even a day, it was an hour that we fucked. But so there's no telling for that one, and there was just a lot of questions about what kind of sexual stuff he did, and again he would confess about them. So there is some priest that knew it, and I've seen some renditions of his confession, but it's so broad that you can't. It never gets to the point of like, oh yeah, and I fuck it. Yeah. So what the fuck? So maybe St. Patrick was the first, or one of the first, like, fucking pedophile bishops. Which brings me to today's news.
Well, if that's, it could have been going on like since the very beginning of the Catholic Church. You never know. You don't know how far back this baby eating goes, and like this child molestation and stuff. You don't know how far back it goes. It could be forever.
Yeah. That could have been something, of course, like what do they call it when they black something out?
Redacted.
Yeah, it could be like that. It could be redacted files and things like that were in their practices. It may have been a ritual thing, and it was in the book originally or something. There's no telling, because paganism is widely spread and like went into some really weird areas.
Absolutely.
Some witchy areas. So there's no telling what the beginning of the Catholic Church was in, and what they still are today.
Correct.
Because again, like the Pope's coming out and like he's like, I'm sorry, guys. Like he's running away. He's like trying to go to Argentina, something like that. He's trying to flee because he's been caught. He did it. All the fucking bishops did it. They're I was reading today about the all the bishops. They're gonna be kicked out of the St. Paddy's parade.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be allowed to walk this year, and it's their parade, but because of all the stuff that's been coming out, the city kicked them out. I thought that was cool. It's like, you guys are fucked. You just can't. This is a pedophile day celebrated by pedophiles. Like, you gotta stop this.
You gotta get out of here.
Like,
you gotta never do this again.
And it is fucked up, kind of, that this holiday is just, we drink and kill each other in cars.
Yeah.
To celebrate. But yeah, so he was also a very fearful man, because he would go around, trying to push this religion on people, and he would say that every day there's a chance I would be killed or surrounded or taken into slavery. Like, that does not account. Does not make up for you being a fuck shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, don't be shitty. Don't be a shitty pedo that then gets a holiday named after you for some reason.
Yeah, and just all he did was fucked up sex shit and push religion.
Yeah.
On people that didn't want it at the time. Obviously, they didn't want it, or there wouldn't be a chance of him being killed and put into slavery every day. Nice.
Yeah. That thumb pinky catch.
So there's a couple more. That one's probably the big hitter, but
yeah.
Patrick dueled with druids 2 centuries after his death. Irish
Dueled?
believers wanted more exciting stories of Patrick's life than the saint's own account. One legend described Patrick's contest with native religious leaders, the Druids. The Druids insulted Patrick, tried to poison him, and engage him in magical duels, much like students of Harry Potter's Hogwarts, in which they competed to manipulate the weather, destroy each other's sacred books, and survive raging fires.
So were these motherfuckers just twirling around in like a field and just like
Yes. When one druid dared to blaspheme the Christian God, however, Patrick sent the druid flying into the air.
Oh,
the
God.
man dropped to the ground and broke his skull.
This sounds like a lie.
Well, so they just had a weather fight, a good old fashioned Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, just like throwing
Dragon
power
Ball
balls
Z.
at each other.
Now, see, the druids, they practiced magic and stuff like that. So what Patrick was like, that's what I understand, sent him flying into the air.
I've
Was
got
that
the power of
that a
anime
punch,
and
or is
God
like,
on my side.
Is Patrick like for real Dragon Ball Z and with God's power?
Yeah.
Something? Is that what the story is? I don't know. That's
Everybody
fucking
knows
crazy.
that when you Kamehameha an enemy of the church,
Yeah.
God shows up behind you like Goku.
Yeah, if you say
helps
if you
you
talk
push
shit
it.
about God, he shows up and he's like, "Do it, kill him,
Yeah.
take his punk ass out." 'Cause God's a G.
And you're like, I didn't think you were like that, God, but yeah, fine.
He's like, "It's in my name." I'm
Go.
the G O D.
Oh man, but that's super interesting that he was super fucked up. Are you guys taking note? You taking note
Wait,
that
what the hell? He was
awful?
Goku. He went Super Saiyan first. Super Saiyan St. Patrick.
Super St. Patrick.
Okay, so another legend around the same time tells about how Patrick fasted for 40 days atop a mountain, weeping, throwing things, and refused to descend until an angel came down on God's behalf to grant the saints outrageous demands. These include the following: Patrick would redeem more souls from hell than any other saint.
Oh God.
Patrick, rather than God, would judge Irish sinners at the end of time, and the English would never rule Ireland. Why that last? It's like, oh yeah, I get all the souls from hell, and I decide who goes where. So I'm you. Oh yeah, and about never let England take over Ireland. What?
England can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and fucking, that's like a Patriots fan or something.
Yeah.
And fuck the Bears. He's talking to God.
Yeah.
He's like, and fuck Chicago Bears. That's my last thing. I want omnipotence and fuck the Bears.
That's why. Yeah, that's why there needs to be like a huge, just kind of like re-examining of all these, like religious texts and religious all these religions just in general. Just like we need to just reassess and be like, how much of this stuff is that actually holds up? How much of this is applicable?
Or just some kind of, some kind of modern mesh. Maybe we can all agree to take a few things from everywhere. I like how it ended this. They said, we know that last one worked. Perhaps God will keep his other 2 promises of letting him decide.
But Jesus.
And, of course, the last 2 things is there's no fucking shamrock. There's no reason for that. Never mentioned it. No part of the story. And he didn't drive snakes. But he's Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I believe that one. If I'm gonna believe something, I'm gonna believe the fun one. The one I like. And so I believe that there was Super Saiyan Patrick.
Super Saiyan Patrick.
Yeah. All right. So that is our Paddy's news for today. Bow bow.
Okay.
Like that.
Oh.
That's my basketball horn, dude.
Ham. Ham.
Okay. You
All
did that
right.
to me quite a bit.
I did, and it was worth it every time. Okay, so the actual topic for today is something that blew my mind when I discovered it this week.
I have a lot of questions.
So, well, there's a lot of answers on this website. So
Yeah, we got to step outside the website eventually too.
we will. So guys,
What's going on, Davey?
there's apparently this now it feels like it's like a pop-up restaurant. It's called Cannibal Club, and they serve human flesh to that's what they say to celebrities, to the upper echelon of society, the elite, the 1%. And they have these crazy nights where they get together and are served human flesh. And I don't know if it's real.
Now, see, I'm gonna go ahead and say right off the bat, I definitely believe that this happens. 100% believe that this is happening.
Right.
Now, whether this is a very extensive troll or an actual direct correlation to a website or a restaurant that does that, I'm not sure. But I will go ahead and say that all of the facts on here are going to be basically what these real places do, even if this one isn't real. You know what I mean? It would be the same principles. So, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a website. It is cannibalclub.org, and we're gonna show you guys that website.
And
we're gonna
start making websites.
We're getting right. Well, it looks like a straight up '90s website. So for everybody on the podcast app, we're gonna describe it to you. We're gonna describe what it looks like.
First thing off the bat, all the money they're making, they can't get a goddamn good website.
Right? That's
or is
it's
this
weird.
An old one.
It might be older, but it looks like a website from the late '90s, early 2000s. So if you're listening on the podcast app, you should just take a second and go look at it and just take it in for what it is. But we're going to be cannibalclub.org, and we're going to be showing you guys everything that's on this website, and it's fucking insane. So we're going to go we're going to transition over
yeah, I mean, again, if you're subdued, you can still be conscious and doing these things and just be so brain dead that you think you're choosing to do it.
Right.
And and think that's what life is that you actually feel this way, and it could just be that you're being ran with a controller, So that's some crazy shit that brings together both of those things for me.
We didn't have audio on that.
What?
On that transition, we didn't have audio on this one. We've got it in the podcast, but on the live one, we do not.
We had no audio?
We had no audio for the time we've been on this one. I just fixed it.
Damn, how long was that?
I mean, it was a minute, but like they can go listen to the podcast. So I'm sorry, guys.
Damn.
For the last 20 minutes, the actual podcast will be up later today.
That was right when we were talking about the real shit.
Yeah, wouldn't it be like
Is
that?
that a fucking accident?
I mean, I forgot that we had.
Not
to
by
also,
you. I'm just saying.
But anyways,
it seems. Well, if they were gonna take 20 minutes from us, that was the 20 minutes to take.
I guess. I mean, we've still got quite a ways to go through this. So.
I mean, but that was the we had epiphanies.
We did.
Throughout that.
We did. We were talking. We were talking.
God
we
damn.
were getting there. It was good, and that was kind of an
I'm
abrupt.
pissed.
Oh, it's okay. We'll be all right.
And everything.
Yeah.
All right, keep going then.
All right, so they've got the placenta lasagna.
Yeah. Well, see, that one's right off the bat pretty natural. Like a lot of people eat the placenta of their own child.
Of their own child, and it's
Now, see,
usually
that's
mothers,
the
and
difference,
sometimes the partner will eat it too. But
yeah, see, that's the line to me. It's like a mother could eat her own placenta and be full of nutrients, and the partner could. Why? If they're not blood related, like there's no reason why that would benefit him. If it benefits the partner, then it benefits everyone.
Right.
Right. So that, and by that logic, so that one I'm not too upset with. If people are donating placentas and getting a bunch of money for it when they don't want it, I mean that one's like the only one that seems like, oh, okay. I guess.
Yeah.
People do that.
And then you have Miss Lovett's meat pies.
Oh, they would fucking call it that.
Which is which could be which could be a flag, which could mean that this is a joke.
Yeah, then throwing in the last little.
And it's a stab at a musical called Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. You may have seen the Johnny Depp one, huh?
Was it Mrs. Lovett's too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember meat pies. I don't remember.
Yeah, her name was Miss Lovett.
Oh, okay. Well, then it could. Yeah. Well, also, you think about.
I mean,
like
they were made of people.
They named
because he killed them, and then they went down the chute, and then she turned them into meat pies and sold them.
And it's also a thing if you think about it as a regular restaurant, like they have like, was it Moe's? I think Moe's or Mojo has like all the Seinfeld references,
right,
and stuff like that. So that's something a restaurant would do. So if you think about it from that perspective, it depends.
So
there's a lot of questions.
A delectable pot pie and genuine puff pastry crust with locally grown vegetables and tender strips of meat. That's people. So now we're going to move on to the events page. Again, same layout as the rest of the website, but it is now okay. Now at Cannibal Club, Diamanda Galas. You get Toby, get out of here with that.
Now this show's gonna take a wide turn.
It is live streamed, so dude, I have a scraper in there. What are you doing? I got a shovel in there.
I use this for
stabbing. I use it for stabbing and scraping and pulling. So Diamanda Galas, famed avant-garde performance artist, composer, keyboardist, and vocalist, has been described as capable of the most unnerving vocal terror. Musicologist Susan McClary writes that Galas heralds a new moment in the history of musical representation.
Oh, he's one of the artists that performs?
Yeah.
Dude, play that video.
Well, I mean, we can't hear it.
Play
We won't be able to hear it.
Oh. Why?
Because there's no speakers hooked up to this computer.
Yeah.
So you guys can go look this up. Diamanda, Diamanda, Galas, G-A-L-A-S.
So are they like cutting up this human blood? It's like
yeah, it's just doing
unnerving.
Yeah,
vocal terror.
Let's
And
see.
so they
here.
prefer to be in this fearful
Yeah.
state. Like, I would think it'd be fancier than that.
Focusing on themes of suffering, injustice, and despair, her works are characterized by visceral shrieks and wails reminiscent of glossolalia. Glossolalia?
Yeah.
I don't know. Or tongues. She has collaborated with Led Zeppelin bassist John Paul Jones, and her work has appeared in such
Oh,
mainstream films as Natural Born Killers and Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula.
So they just like some weird shit. These are some strange people. They're like, I've seen everything. Can I just eat human meat and see someone scream and cut themselves?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just bored as shit. That
Yeah.
has to be, if this, if it's like this,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it has to come from fucking boredom.
Right. I
Because
don't know.
the average person has too much to do, has too much to worry about to
It's
even
true.
get to this point in their mind.
Yeah.
I think remember Devil or the Idol, what is it?
Idle
Idle hands or the devil's
playthings.
playthings. Yeah. See, I guess it stems off of that ideal, right? Of like bored people get into some weird shit because they're bored. Like
It's
they
true.
don't have to worry about anything, so they're like, fuck it. Well, I've eaten every animal across the world. Like, what else is left? People.
People, I
Like,
guess.
So it's
Yeah.
boredom.
I've killed
Boredom creates evil.
I've killed lions.
Don't be bored, kids.
Yeah.
Go out and flick a titty. No, I'm kidding. Of your uncle.
Don't. What?
Right. Or
Flipping your uncle's titty.
well, I was just thinking about St. Patrick.
St.
sucking
Patrick
titties,
is,
but,
having to suck a titty.
but
A man's
so
titty.
I got thrown off.
Okay, so we're moving on to the staff page now. Let's see what's on there. Okay, this lady, Elspeth Blake, is the proprietor.
You just gonna put your picture up like that?
Right? It's just, but I wonder. So we're also gonna look into these people. We're gonna see what's up with these folks.
Yeah, we gotta look into it.
Elspeth Blake earned her wings in New York's theater district, working directly
under the famed restaurateur Vincent Sardi Jr. I was gonna let you hit the bowl.
Okay.
I was gonna try to do it smoothly, but she moved to LA in 1997, where she gathered the talent and investment capital to open Cannibal Club in 2007. Okay, so 10 years in LA, and she's like, you know what? People really need here. People on a plate. With when you really look
Some
around.
bitch screaming over in the corner.
Yeah. Carry that. Dude, I want some swing music or like some mafia sounding shit maybe or like
Yeah.
oh no, I get it. Now I'm thinking like no, it's tribal. You need so like just some fucking drums and
Yeah.
some weird I get it. I think I get it.
And now we have our chef de cuisine, Sophie Lafitte. Sophia Lafitte gained notoriety in culinary circles when she prepared ortolan, an endangered bird thought to represent the soul of France, for the last
Oh.
meal of the President Francois Mitterrand in 1996.
Oh shit. Okay, so this goes into that's where it started, right? That's where the rich people start after they've eaten everything. They're like exotic meats. Want to try tiger?
Yeah. And then I want the most dangerous meat of all.
Yeah.
Man.
What else?
That
What
man.
else? Like tiger, monkey. They start going to the monkey, and you're like, oh shit! Like I got high from eating that monkey. Like, I mean, I don't know. I have this huge question of why the fuck.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured out, and this will be a reoccurring thing on this show. I'm sure we keep bringing it up, but why?
Why?
What's in the butt? Like,
Yeah.
what does it make you feel? It can't be better than like all the drugs we know about. Like when you take them
Right.
together,
Right.
like. I'm just saying, like, and there's other. If it's a health thing, if it's like a longevity thing, there's
Yeah.
so many other ways that are more efficient. It seems like.
Yeah.
Like, how old are these people really get? Unless they're hiding in caves,
Right.
and they have fake deaths. How old are they really getting?
Okay.
Like, it doesn't seem drastic enough.
You right. So
What?
well, no,
You
I'm just
calm
trying to
me
move
down.
on. I'm just trying to move on. So we have Hero Connors, which this is the one that's weird to me. This is the guy that kind of throws it off
Yeah.
for me because look at him.
You could just see.
He
blood
looks like
dripping
he was
down
in The
his
Matrix.
chin.
So he's the art director, a composer and concept artist. Hero Connors left a teaching position at UC Berkeley in 2000 amid a storm of controversy following a rather graphic political statement he made on issue of nuclear proliferation.
Now this next one's evil.
Okay, Raven Chan is the service manager. Raven Chan worked with Elspeth Blake and Vincent Sardi Jr. in New York before traveling to L.A. with Blake to start Cannibal Club. As service manager, she handles the daunting task of procuring our specialty meats. This is
she's the one with the connects. She's got connections to all kinds of places to get different forms. Could be humanoids, could be fetuses, could be dying people in hospitals, could be live people chained up.
Well, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fucking look up these people. So what's her name? Elspeth Blake.
Daunting.
Let's see.
Do fact check. Do celebrities die? That top one.
No, I want to.
Is talking about the whole website, but you'll see her like wiki page or something. There's a Snopes thing on. That's if it's real. Claim Katy Perry, Meryl Streep, Chelsea Clinton are members. You see that? Fact check says false, but
it would.
But yeah, dude. You never know. Snopes started. That was a good thing.
Yeah. Well.
But I don't know. Her fearful signature.
No, it's not. So
you don't see much else from her.
No. But whose picture is that? Is that actually who that is?
Oh, is it Madeline?
Well, no, that's just
says
like
considered Lucifer.
Okay, so Elspeth Blake turned up nothing. Who else we got? We got Sophie Lafitte.
Yeah, they should have some other references. Is the thing.
Is that how to spell it?
That's not her.
Laffite.
I don't know.
Get out of here.
Is that? That kind of looks like her on the far right there.
Right there?
Yeah. Go to Instagram, I guess. That's all we got.
Jean Lafitte?
Jean.
Okay, well...
yeah, these people are either hard to find, taken off of main searches, or faked. Hit up that Snopes page real quick. I want to see what it says.
Where's the Snopes at? Would we search for that one? Elspeth Blake?
Yeah.
Fact check. Do celebrities dine at a Cannibal restaurant in Los Angeles?
Oh shit! Look how it looks though. It's some raw ass meat. So the claim is that all those people, who name it for. So eat in the dark, do a juice cleanse, and sneak your way into a secret courtyard by walking through a freezer.
Oh,
so it would be a hidden ass place. So it's calling false on it, but does it have anything else? Does not exist. A newswire based article on two components. First, fake website. It's been online since 2009.
Okay.
Listing Clinton, Perry, and Street as members. Staff photographs all come from stock photo websites.
Okay.
Whoever designed the site used a photograph labeled "Beauty at her 40s" for Elspeth Blake. The supposed proprietor, Nick was the art director. A different guy. They changed his name since 2009, so they went back and updated it. Japanese woman in tank top for service manager. So yeah, again, I this seems real. If they've had leaked documents and it seems real. But my thing is, even if the website's fake, the shit's
something
real.
like this is happening.
Yeah, it probably is very similar. This may be a exaggeration, a humorous exaggeration, but
right. But it's still something interesting as fuck to look at. So there's
because
still,
when you first saw it, I was like, dude, why aren't me and David doing this?
Yeah.
Like, why don't we just make all these fucked up
fake
things?
websites
Yeah,
and report on
it
them.
it gets news. You know, people test that shit all the time. It's more about like testing the journalists too. To not report that shit because it's
so we should just throw
fucked
out
up.
some social distortion.
Dude, there's like colleges do that a lot now. They like make all these detailed fake news things and report them to international thing. Like they did, what was one? It was like feminism as a cancer or something like that. It was like they do shit like that where like they use because all the academies love all the PC shit, so they use a very PC positive language, but they go way overboard. Like there was a puppy rape one that won like some international academic award, and it was like talking about puppy rape at dog parks and how it needs to stop, and like how rape culture has gone to the dogs. And it was this really long, well executed document, and they didn't catch it. Like it was obviously fucking fake, and they put it in journals, scientific journals ridiculous. And shit like that. And that's funny. Like just like this website, you got us.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm glad we didn't look it up first.
Yeah.
Because again, it's still based off of something that exists like this.
I mean, do you even want to keep going through it? You want to finish it off?
Yeah.
So these are the frequently asked questions, or so told by the website. Toby, what does human flesh taste like?
Like bad bird meat.
Read the shit.
Oh. I'm just guessing. When prepared by us, unbelievable. Of the meats you are likely to find in stores, pork is the closest match.
Okay.
Pork?
Well, where do you get your
Everybody loves
specialty
pork.
meat, Toby?
Like you can have bacon, belly bacon.
Yeah.
I want fat belly bacon. Our avenues of procurement vary. Most of the businesses and institutions who supply us prefer to keep those relationships discreet, no shit. On the individual level, bodies are often bequeathed to us. Okay, so again, it'd be like, to me, be some like the sketch ass. I feel like I feel like I'm exposing myself too much. The goddamn abortion clinic. No, I was just the sketchy ones, not all of them.
The sketchy one, what?
But there's definitely sketchy ones of everything. Abortion clinics.
Okay.
Like there's some in Massachusetts that are super fucked about that. Their governor just or is passing. I don't know if he's passed it yet, but he is passing that bill that like keeps kids alive 3 weeks after they're born.
Oh, that's crazy.
He waits 3 weeks, keeping them alive before they kill them. And again, that could be for money. They could just be selling them out the back door. That's the only thing that makes sense.
That's so fucked up.
But who knows?
Stop fucking with little kids,
All this shit,
y'all.
I mean, yeah, there's so much about it. It's like you can't call it completely fake. There's just too many instances
Yeah.
for all these things. And what the hell? Fucking boredom and power.
Yeah.
Money, boredom, power.
We figured it
powder.
out.
Causes.
We know what happened, what has happened, and what's going on. We know. We know now.
So
we know.
And the second thing, bequeath to them. So that would be people, organ donors. That's the thing that Alex Jones yells. It's like, don't sign organ donor.
Yeah.
And it's like they will keep you alive and fucking
No.
some crazy shit. I gotta check that. I gotta make sure. I don't know.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is freaking me out. But
For some, this is a way to supplement life insurance and offset funerary expenses.
oh, so yeah, okay, granddad's dying.
Needs to
They'll
leave
give
some money
you
behind.
$100,000 and a funnel
no.
for his body.
This
It's like,
is-
he ain't worth that.
No. Well,
What,
no, this
30?
is to offset funerary expense. I get you.
They
but, like,
throw the
would
family money for taking grandpa.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, no, they wouldn't take grandpa.
Yeah, oh, they take baby Sue. Or grandpa, dude. That's still good meat.
Yeah.
I mean, it may not be like veal.
For others, such as Cannibal Club member
It's
Gwendolyn
aged
Finwick.
beef.
Is Gwendolyn Finwich real? We need to find that out. Well, I mean, we know this is apparently fake, but
Yeah.
Gwendolyn Finwich, who was served to her friends as a meal and thereby reborn into the bodies of the living, is an attractive alternative to the more traditional practices of burial and cremation, which is another...
Burial.
A burial and cremation. We take
Okay,
considerable
so
care to
would
ensure
you
that
eat
all
your
our meat is
family?
produced legally and ethically. That doesn't make any sense. And
No.
derived only from young, healthy bodies.
Unless you eat your family member. And then it depends on how they took care of themselves and how old they were. But
Right.
would you, which one of your
Gwendolyn
family members,
Finwich.
of friends or family members, would you eat?
None of
If
them.
they asked you to, it's like, this is the way I want to go out, and you can legally try me. You can try my thigh. You wouldn't take a bite of Houston if he gave you legal consent.
Nah.
Oh, that's funny. Nah, he texted me a minute ago. The fuck?
Oh, he did?
I was supposed to see him yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
That fucking cannibal. I was gonna start some hate.
But
speech.
isn't cannibalism wrong, Toby?
Cannibalism, as traditionally practiced, usually shows respect to the deceased. If it's your fam, they want to be eat them. Who is designed to be reborn into the living, because that happens. We know for a fact. Or offered as a worthy sacrifice to some goddamn deity. It is never a practice to debase or objectify human life even. Arguments against cannibalism are dumbass. Fucking ignorant shit, cultural prejudice, and nonsensical spiritual beliefs.
Okay, so what is a nonsensical spiritual belief if not this?
It means you dumbass.
Yeah. But doesn't cannibalism cause disease?
Man, that shit's a lie. They say shit like that shit don't exist. And they say that it consumes the brain tissue, which is not part of our menu. We don't sell brain.
Yeah. Well, what's your address?
You know what?
On the visit. Introduce yourself
That's where
through
I
our
would've said
contact
that.
page, and we will send you information about our membership process. It is necessary for us to operate privately to vet our members in order to avoid disruption from the less enlightened. Now, I kind of want to reach out
Hell. What?
and see what they say, but maybe we should search if anyone has.
Yeah. Did anyone call the cannibal number? I'm gonna reach out and grab you. What? I contacted the Cannibal Club.
Exposed.
They probably got something.
Address.
Who called? I think probably one of those videos.
But no one said that they've contacted them.
Well, the exposed ones might be. That's a form of exposure. Recording a phone call.
Well, and then guys, you can see that on their contact page, it's just,
Go fuck
moral
yourself.
outrage.
Type of inquiry, moral outrage. Huh.
I wonder where it goes. I wonder who gets it. So,
Some dude laughing his ass
somebody
off.
out there, one of you guys, contact them and let us know what they say. Let us know what they
do.
Yeah, you guys do it. We were thinking about doing it, and maybe we will. But
Yeah, let's do it right now.
no, we're not going to do it right
Call
now.
him.
We're
Call
going
the
to.
number.
There
Grab your
is
phone.
no number.
Oh.
Damn, Toby.
Call the fucking number.
Just call the number, bro. That's fine.
In this. Well, shit, man.
Well, what do you think about it? Well, I already know what you think. You think that I already know what you think. You don't even need to tell me. I think that you think that this actually happens, but not necessarily called the Cannibal Club. Was I correct? I think I was correct.
If you want to be that general about it, absolutely. See how exact I was there?
Indeed. Good job, Toby.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say, happy St. Paddy's Day, guys.
Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. Definitely talking about eating people.
God, they gonna knock this hat right off my goddamn head.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. That's a thing. You guys let us know what you think about it. Do you think that Snopes is correct in saying that it's not real? I mean, maybe that website's fake and maybe the name is fake, but there's probably something just like that happening.
But they wouldn't advertise. That's what I first thought when you brought it to me. It was like, it's either got to be an old joke or a lie.
I just don't think that you can access something like that on the regular web.
Yeah, now see, if we were like dark web searching, possibly that could be a
Correct.
website. I would believe that one more.
Yeah,
because they hit it.
Right.
You know, and that's what those people. That's what you got to do because it's not fucking legal. See, but I did look it up. Hey, no, I'm gonna look it up again to be sure. Actually, you do it because I don't know. Oh, here we go.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. Can I cannibalize? How do I do that?
Yo, can I eat people? Would that be good for me to eat people?
Oh, yeah. See what? Whether whether consensual or not, there are no laws against cannibalism per se.
Where's that
but
at?
Most, if not all, states have enacted laws that indirectly make it impossible to legally obtain and consume the body matter. Technically not legal. It's just like how it's not legal to be high on Molly. But it's legal to possess it.
It's morally frowned upon.
And
so it's not illegal
to
eat people, but it's illegal to have people meat.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're storing it. For sure.
Making
They're like, put that in the ground. What are you doing?
Making Jimmy jerky.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy Dean's.
His name just happened to be Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, just kill him and make sausage out of him. That's what he always wanted. You sausage loving motherfucker. Oh man, I see. It's so funny. I'm just being. So
I'm just being funny.
But this
hear
is
me?
Real shit.
Do you hear me?
So yeah, it's hard to obtain. It's hard to obtain. You can't eat it publicly.
Right.
So it's like you gotta have some low down people, and get it, but bring it to your house. And if it's inside you, and they come inside, and they're like, "You have people?" You're like, "Yeah," but
what
it's gone.
Do? I ate it.
Yeah, that same thing with drugs.
Did you murder them?
In your own house, they come in and you ate all the Molly, and you're high as fuck. They're like, "You high?" Yeah. Are you gonna take me to jail for being high on Molly? You can't.
In my home, in my house, where I am, in my home.
Yeah, they would have to find something else. They would have to find another reason. So, and hopefully we find other reasons for these goddamn camouflage. So yeah, let's start a posse. No, hell no. These people are fucking rich. They got money.
Look at all that money.
Anything.
Yeah, if they're bored enough to eat human meat, if they're bored enough
to find this and kill us,
to hail Satan.
Oh well, some of them are religious. It does seem something religious.
I mean, there's got to be some. I mean, it's not there. There has to be something occultish behind it.
Yeah, moral outrage. I wonder how many emails they got under that.
From moral outrage, yeah.
'Cause some people found this and were like, yeah. I'm pissed.
It's time to type
so
away.
What the fuck? That can't be real. Like, I don't believe it, but it so says. In the United States, there's nothing directly that says you can't eat people.
It's so awful.
How is that?
Oh,
same thing with bestiality, dude. There's some states that it's not. They just
look up
that they never got to it.
Look up the cannibalism laws in California.
Cannibalism legal in California.
California.
I love people in California, eating people in California. Eating boobs in California. You don't remember that song? The greatest boobs around.
Oh yeah.
Look at Sid. Is that how easy it is now? Dude, it's legal in every state. We already talked about that.
No, I want to know what California has to say about eating people. Tell me.
Legal cannibalism is becoming popular among California elite. This is one random one. This is talking about some clubs.
California.
This one thinks that because China executes about 20,000 people a year, that would be a good source
of food.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then someone just said, "I think this is horrible." No shit, bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, trolls are so funny, and it's just so funny watching people interact. I hate it. But goddamn. I have no doubts this is a real thing, especially in California, where running a salad bar without a sneeze guard can get you practically put away for life. So we eat people.
Okay. That doesn't seem to quite
They're
add
talking
up.
about some clubs in London. This is apparently quite real. Wealth counts very much in California, so those spending immense amounts on indulging themselves are treated very differently from the commoners.
Oh.
I doubt that Meryl Streep or Jerry Brown visit salad bars. I found this website accidentally while checking on lizard people. The first part of the page does have an acquisition of the British royal family as reptiloids, as well as being people who consume human flesh. The latter is described in a scholarly history cited on the page. I suggest that anyone who doubts the truth of this read this expert excerpt. The general disbelief in practice is a strong protection for participants. You motherfucker. They all end like that. Oh, China. Zombie.
China. Zombie China. China zombie. Good old China zombie. Oh my god. It's a China zombie.
Okay.
Alright. Just mumbling into the mic. That's what our podcast is degraded to, is just Toby mumbling into a microphone.
Oh, man.
Once we get up to close to the hour-and-a-half mark, Toby just...
Okay, it seems from a Google search
Oh,
that
there
it's
he
not
is.
illegal to eat human, but it is illegal to kill the person you eat. For example, a man in England ate human flesh a few years ago in public, which he'd gotten from medical donations. He was arrested because no one wanted him to do it, but it turned out that he could not be charged for it, as he ended up eating his human meat anyway. As a counterexample, a man in Germany put an ad out asking for someone that he could eat. A man came and presented to be eaten, and so cannibalism took place.
Oh,
It
yeah,
happened.
I've seen that.
It went
I've
down.
seen interviews with that guy.
At the end of it all, the man who did the advertisement had killed and eaten the other man. He was arrested and convicted on charges of murder, so if you're a prospective cannibal, do not seek out live meat, but instead seek out connections to organ donor programs and such.
Dude, that's crazy.
The dude in the street is like naked, high on fucking
See,
bath
that's what I
salts.
imagine, is that he's like in tidy whities and
Yeah, bath
socks.
salts.
Yeah.
Like Tracy Morgan or something with a lightsaber,
Yeah.
like fucking eating like boxes that have like the Red Cross symbol on it.
Right.
Middle of the street.
But
fuck
that
is
German
that
guy, that one's weird. I watched a little bit of an interview with him, and like, so the dude was totally okay with it. The dude came over and they took like an arm or something like that. And the guy was still alive and wanted to eat some, but the guy had fucked up cooking it, so it didn't taste good. So the guy was super disappointed that he wasn't able to eat part of himself. And then
Oh, he tried it?
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
and then
He ate part of himself?
yeah.
Weird.
The guy that wanted to be eaten, and then the guy passed out from his injuries, and wouldn't wake up. So then the guy
I'll
just
cook the rest of them.
the guy just slit his throat and slaughtered him,
Yeah.
and
Like a
cooked him
pig.
and ate him, and
Well, he's dead.
well, the guy wanted to be eaten. I don't know. Like
It's a hard scenario.
that one's the weird one because for every
It
person
sounds like love. I
For-
want to eat someone. You want to be eaten. We
So, I
finally
mean, like,
found each other.
people are like it's so fucked up that like there's even balance on that fucked up of a level. Like
Yeah.
for every person that wants to
Yeah.
eat people, there's
Yeah,
a
that's
person
it.
that wants to be eaten. That's weird. It's fucking weird. Why do you
They're
want to
like,
be eaten?
Yeah, meat soulmates.
Yeah,
Soul meats.
soul meats. Fuck.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's weird. So, would you try the vegan human meat?
No. I'm not gonna do it. You can
Why the fuck?
you can do it, and we
What
can
they
do a
do?
video about it. We
I
can
don't
do a
know if I
video
wanna
about
do that.
eat the. It's not
It's
real.
vegan,
It's
yeah,
vegan. I mean, it's vegan.
But what if I get the taste? You'll see me start to change.
Then we'll get you a hookup.
Start wearing real high collars. Oh man, your canines look extra sharp today. I've been filing them. Oh man, whittling my teeth down.
I've really gotten into the Wesley Snipes Blade movies.
Oh. Like, the lights. Oh no.
Yeah. Toby, why are you sleeping in a box? It's just a refrigerator
Oh,
box. That's great.
Man. Oh, you were sleeping, dude. Yeah, narcolepsy is a real thing.
It's true. You just go in and out, man, like a light.
I think who portrayed narcolepsy the best was Mr. Bean. In Rat Race.
Okay. So his name's Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, it's-
Not Mr. Bean.
It's Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
I remember him trying to get out of a box in his underwear. It was hilarious. How you get stuck in a box? Oh man, we'll get stuck in a goddamn box from Mr. B.
Oh yeah, what a gem.
He's trying to get the TV to work or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think that about wraps it up for this week. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't kill us.
Yeah. Next week we've got another pretty cool topic we're going to talk about next week. That one's going to be fun.
All right.
Maybe Toby forgets already that he's
I
the one that
remember
came up with it.
Another one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll
Well, we
be
love you
there.
guys very much, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're on the podcast app, you should give us that 5-star rating and a review. Like you don't even have to be super nice in the review. Just
Why
leave
you
the
always say
5-star because I don't want them to feel excluded. Like
more
you can you may not like it, but someone else might. And if you help us, if you just rate it 5 stars, that puts us out there.
Like? That's my question.
Because I mean, we're not being assholes to them. We're not being assholes. So if you don't,
know
if you
what?
just don't like it, that's fine. You can tell us that you don't like it, but please give us the 5 stars so we can get out to more people. Thank you very much. And if you'd like to get with us on Twitter, we are at TDAVVY. And you can email us topics and stories and funny videos to TOBYANDDAVVY@gmail.com. And if you're on YouTube, why haven't you subscribed yet? Please fucking subscribe. Subscribe. We need that.
Me?
We need those subscribers. Toby, why haven't you subscribed?
I was like, what? I really don't think I have.
No, you haven't. I know you haven't.
So yeah, I probably need. Damn, I'm part of the problem.
You
guys.
are, man. Be part of the solution, bruh. Be
Yeah.
an ally.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't eat human meat. This has been a public service announcement from a drinking.
Yeah, don't eat people. Don't eat people. Don't eat other people.
Yeah,
Just don't
try-
do that.
Yeah, go vegan if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Much love.
All right.
Bye.
Bye,
St.
bye,
Paddy's.
Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day, guys. Get out there. Have a drink.
Don't drive.
Don't drive.
Drink
Just
a bunch,
get
but
out
don't
there,
drive.
but don't drive back. Uber.
Yeah.
But make sure it's your actual Uber.
They'll jack up prices, but that's better than killing a kid.
It is. Goodbye.